You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. No, man, we are live nationwide.
Right. A lot of people, I see a lot of people took the day off, which is kind of weird. The day before Thanksgiving, I don't know. They call it Getaway Day, Opie. Getaway Day.
Hey,
the news always using their little catchphrases. Today is Getaway Day.
I didn't mind it. I got a spot at the Brooklyn Diner for lunch today.
You did ya?
Restaurant's usually a nightmare. Today, no one's around, man.
Huh.
How are you, my buddy?
Better than I was about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, day before Thanksgiving. Everyone's out on the highways already. We got to start the show by asking Anthony why he just completely destroyed his work area. I guess we could call it a work area. It's not the traditional work area like you have in your office, but we consider it our work area, which is a computer and computer games and
various CDs that are stacked on the desk.
You completely destroyed your area. I don't think your computer will be able. I don't think we'll be able to salvage it.
I lost my mind for a second.
I was nodding, going nice.
I lost my effing mind. As you know, I'm addicted. I have an addiction. It's a disease. It's a disease. You hear about people with their addictions to drugs and alcohol, and they call it a disease, and they shouldn't blame the person because it's a disease. I realize I have an addiction. It is to the lame, geeky game EverQuest, which is also called EverCrack. And
but you're a normal guy.
But I'm a normal guy, and I realize it's a problem, and that's the first step, is what I hear.
God, we're confessing a lot lately on this show.
So what happened was, I've been having a lot of problems getting through some of these levels. You start off at level 1 with your character. It's an online game where you have to kill things and hunt things and quest for items to raise your level, which in turn raises your ability to fight future little creatures and whatnot. So I've been trying to get from level 20 to level 21 with my Shaman Barbarian, using my magical powers and my limited melee ability. And I was about right before showtime. I swear to you, I could have killed anything and leveled to 21. Didn't matter what it was. As long as it wasn't green. If it con blue, light blue, I could have killed it.
You were really close.
I was so close.
I think you got to explain to the folks when you don't go from 20 to level 21, what happens to you?
Now, if I would have killed anything, I would have leveled 21. Congrats, you made it to 21. But if you get killed, you go back and experience a lot further than just that little area that I would have needed to advance. You know, if you kill something, you advance a little fraction. If you die, you lose a lot more than you advance.
And you've been stuck.
I've been stuck at 20
for a long time.
For quite some time. So I was very close. Right before showtime, I go, okay, you know something? Instead of sitting and logging off and going in to do the show, I will level before showtime. So I went out with maybe a little less power than I should have went out with. And I took on a creature, and it killed me and set me back. Yes, I picked up various stuff from my desk and threw it at my monitor, and things were breaking. I wasn't sure.
You completely lost your ass.
I was very, very angry.
It was fun to watch your brain work. Like, your wheels were spinning, like Norton said. Like, you could see that something really bad was going to happen, that you finally reached your breaking point.
Oh, God damn it. So that's where I stand now, and I wanted to do it because I know I'm going to be going out to Long Island tonight. We got a gig at Sgt. Pepper's. And I knew I wasn't going to be out with Thanksgiving. I'm not going to be online. I'm not going to be able to get my fix for quite some time. So I figured I'd hit 21 here before the show, be very happy. And I get killed, so I destroyed my monitor.
You destroyed everything, my friend. Jay, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, I actually really got divorced because of EverQuest.
No
I'm dead
way.
serious. I'm dead serious. I'm not even kidding.
Did it come up in court?
Actually, it didn't come up in court, but it was sits on a computer playing online all night, not paying attention to me.
Yeah.
And her lawyer had all this crap about how people's parents are suing Verint because their kids are flunking out of college and all this, and they made this big stinking deal out of it.
Yeah,
I really got divorced because of it.
It kind of gets to you.
I was terrible, though. I mean, I had 2 60th level characters and 1 54th. I mean, I was really.
So he must have been at it for quite some time. Yeah, it takes a long time.
I was beta testing it, and it's terrible. But now I quit.
How many hours a day? How many hours a day were you playing?
I was. Well, me and my brother owned our own business, so we both played at work all day, and then we'd go home. I was playing probably 12, 14 hours a day.
12, 14 hours a day. You see the new ad they're putting in some of the computer gaming magazines for EverQuest? It shows a girl at a bar with a short skirt on and this guy talking to her, and she's going, "Thank you, EverQuest."
It's terrible.
Her boyfriend or husband or whatever it is too busy playing. She's out effing at the bars.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it was
dying, laughing, looking at that like, oh, that is sad, man.
I quit, and there's an even worse one out now, so Dark Ages of Camelot, it's even worse.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Okay, Jay.
Well, good luck, man.
Thank you.
I know I'm a dork. What can I tell you?
Mark, what's going on?
Hey, man, I just wanted to tell Anthony to put that 20-sided dice down, man.
Oh, I'm not playing Dungeons and Dragons. Online.
It sounds like it. It's just on a computer.
I know. Well, it pretty much is, but...
That's funny, Mark. Thank you.
No problem. Take care, guys.
I wouldn't go as far as to play D&D. It's an online game. I mean, I play other ones. I play World War II online. I play Allegiance. There's plenty of online gaming. I play all the Half-Life online games. It's an addiction. What can I tell you?
But you've met your match with EverQuest.
It's just such a pain in the ass. So if anyone's on the Adrenal server, I would like you to really give me some good stuff so I can power through this level.
Opie, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, Ant, you have a decision when you turn the power on the computer.
He's using my logic. When you grab a cigarette and put it in your mouth, you're hurting yourself and you want to quit. I know. What can I tell you?
So do you want help or not?
No, I could do this myself. But thank you. Keep emailing me with ways I could get through it.
All right, bud.
Thanks, man.
Take it easy.
That's funny. Jessica, you're next on the Opie and Anthony show.
Hi, do you need help with quests? Because there's a lot of places you can look for quests.
I know about the quests.
There's this really great site, EverQuestSucks.com/quests, actually. With a name like that, you wouldn't think of it, but...
Listen to this geeky girl.
I'm not a geeky girl.
Are you a hot geeky girl or just a geeky girl?
Yes, the first part.
Hot?
Yes.
You play?
Hot and geeky.
EverQuest, also known as Career Killer. Mike from Jersey saying that.
All right, Jessica, thank you.
Bye.
So Ant destroyed his little work area.
Yeah, I kind of went a little crazy, so... Oh, well, what can I say?
Yes, we'll play the Dungeons and Dragons thing in a minute here.
D&D.
Want to play? All right, we can play real fast. It's 2 minutes. Stephen Lynch.
Get a little harmonica. I got my 12-sided die, and I'm ready to roll with a wizard and my goblin crew. My friends are coming over to my mom's basement bringing Funyuns and the Mountain Dew. I got a big broadsword made out of cardboard, and that stereo's a pumping Zeppelin. It's that time of the night, we turn on the black light. Let the Dungeons and the Dragons begin. It's D&D, fighting with the legends of yore. It's D&D. Never kissed a lady before. Nope. Woo! All right. Take it home. A little solo for it. One more time. Now the Lord of the Rings, the Dark Crystal and things, we use these as a reference tool. And when we put on our cloaks and tell warlock jokes, we're the coolest kids at the school. No, we're not. I know. Now, Tack's a real bastard, but a fair dungeon master. He's got hit points and charisma to lend. And I rehearse in my room, or what I call the dragon's tomb, when I'm not out with my girlfriend. It's D&D.
Whoa.
You got a girlfriend?
Yeah. No.
It's D&D. Warriors who terrify. It's D&D. Virgins till the day we 1, 2, 3, 4 die. Yeah. Stephen Lynch.
There you go, Stephen Lynch. I like that little ditty, man.
Pretty dorky.
Jared, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Hey, Anthony, I heard you yesterday. I'm wondering if you had your fix of sushi today or not.
Well,
No.
obviously he did not.
No, I didn't have any sushi today. No. The way Norton was looking at me, it was like a proud papa almost.
We were all proud.
He saw like my wheels running, like you said, in my head, just looking with that. And there's that split second that you're deciding, should I break this or not? Should I break it or not? And then if you wait a little, you'll calm down.
That's where the sane person will stop.
Right,
And that's
the
why it was
insane
so
person
cool.
goes crazy. I knew how OJ felt when he had the knife in his hand.
I was sitting there.
Hey, should I kill the bitch? Look, he's got those sunglasses. He coming to... And OJ didn't stop and say, no, I might get in trouble.
I was sitting there in my brain. I'm going, awesome. Totally awesome.
It was great watching you throw CDs against the monitor.
They're
jump back,
smashing.
and you paused, and you're like looking, and you took your chair, and you made the decision, yes, I will slam this hard against the desk. I wish I had a hammer. I could have just handed it to you. I would have handed it to you.
I would have just started... You'd have seen like keyboard letters just flying.
You know what we need in the office? A chainsaw. So the next time...
Behind glass?
Yeah, and the next time you're at that state where it could go either way, I'm going to hand you the chainsaw. The damage you'll do, man.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you can't stop yourself.
No. And if you have a chainsaw, forget it.
So that's Ant's problem today. And then Norton comes in a horrible mood today. What's your problem?
I left my house. I live 3 miles from the George Washington Bridge. I left at about 8 minutes to 2, and it took me over an hour to get here because these scumbags are doing construction the day before Thanksgiving when everybody is driving. Nobody's flying anywhere, and these F's are doing construction. I was so aggravated. If I had a little thing to throw at a keyboard, I would have done it. I almost screamed at the cops, but then I'm like, no, that's a bad move. Don't scream at the cops.
There shouldn't be construction at all today on any road. Yeah, there shouldn't be any lanes closed, nothing. But it's the way they figure. Because you know why? The people that are actually making the decisions to do it, they don't have to sit in it.
Right.
That's fine by them.
And of course, it's all fat women driving, just looking. Oh, there's a big hole in the road. Just go, you fat pigs.
Bastards.
Bastards. All right. Ray, what's going on?
Hey, I think we have to set up an intervention for Anthony.
Yeah?
It's getting a little destructive, you know?
Yeah?
So maybe like this Friday on a very special O&A show.
Have an intervention?
Yeah. You're just getting a little out of control. Although I like the chainsaw idea.
But he's not alone. There's so many people out there that are addicted to the computer games.
I know.
You know something? It's not just that game. There's a lot of games are like that. I know people that sit and play Counter-Strike for days on end. That's another great game.
When did computer games and just regular video games go from being fun to an addiction? What was the game that put it over the top?
Some people, as far as Pac-Man go, I remember people that would sit, especially at the table version of Pac-Man. Remember the table version? You'd see it in some of the bars and stuff, and you'd sit down, and you'd put your drinks down and play Pac-Man. And just like hundreds of dollars in quarters just sitting there.
But even Pac-Man, it got to the point where you just realized, the game was going way too fast for what you could do as a human. So you're like, you know what?
They still put more money in trying to crack that faster level.
But eventually in your head, you go, all right, I've met my match. I did really well. Now this game is just completely ridiculous. But the games they put out today...
Yeah, I think the idea that now you're taking the quality games home. It's at your house now. With the Pac-Man thing, you had to leave eventually. Right. Or you had to run out of quarters.
You had to leave the bowling alley eventually.
And it never... Remember Atari put out a Pac-Man? It just wasn't Pac-Man. It was this big, cheesy, big, pixelated garbage Pac-Man.
Atari made all those games.
Atari.
Horrendous.
Yeah. It sucked. And that didn't compare. But now, you go home, and you're getting the most quality games ever right at your house.
It's like the crack dealer lives in the living room.
Right. And online, the difference...
Before that, you had to get in your car and risk getting arrested and trying to find the crack man. But now the crack man lives within your home. Anytime you need the crack, it's right there.
He's right there with the glass pipe. And Steve C. goes, you know something? Just click on the cheats, man. Click on the cheats. Steve C. will not play a game without putting every cheat code. He's flying. He's going through walls. He's got unlimited ammo. And you could do that with the single-player games. Multiplayer, you can't cheat. You'd have no cheats. And you're online. There's other people. There's a hierarchy. There's rankings.
Right.
Oh, and it gets everyone wound up into a froth.
But for my sanity, I play the PlayStation 2 games, okay?
Yeah.
I broke one of my TVs because of my obsession with one of the Tomb Raider games. This goes back a while, obviously. So it's gotten to the point where when it's not fun anymore, I have to go upstairs on my computer and cheat for my sanity.
Yeah.
But that's where you and I are different. You refuse to cheat ever.
I will
on
never.
These games.
I will never put in a cheat code.
I have no problem cheating if I feel like I've really put the effort forth on that level.
I will not put in a cheat code. I will not read any of the tips on how to get through sections. When I first played Half-Life years ago, which by far still the best single-player game ever out there, I was playing that, had to be 12 hours at a clip minimum. I would leave here, go home, not get off computer until the sun came up.
Oh, yeah.
I swear to God. It was that bad. And no cheat codes. I would spend sometimes hours on one segment just trying to find something or get somewhere. I'm crazy. I don't know what it is. You know how you're insane and you lose your mind and start throwing things? I am crazy with these goddamn games.
You know what video game I really like? None of them. I'm 33.
You're missing a
video game, a computer game?
Part of modern life, Mr. Norton.
I scored almost $5 million on one quarter on Asteroids in an arcade. I was 13 years old, and after that I was done. I found pornography, thank God.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Let's just pray they don't merge the porno with the computer games, then we're all in serious trouble.
There are plenty of people that know exactly what I'm talking about. If you've ever woken up with computer game hangover, it's an actual headache and dizziness and eye pain from staring at a first-person shooter screen scrolling through hallways. And you wake up and go, oh, my God, it feels like a hangover.
And I played PlayStation so much that I had PlayStation thumbs, and I had, no joke, and a lot of people can relate to this, I had the hands of a 90-year-old guy. They were arthritic. No joke. To the point where I couldn't hold anything anymore because you get in those intense situations. Talking about Tomb Raider again. This was the one that put me over the top. We're going back a few years. I know I'm dating myself. But there were moves you had to do that you couldn't just do it nice and dainty on the PlayStation remote, the controller.
The jumping back flip.
All that crap
thing,
where you're doing it so hard because you're intense and you're just destroying your hands. Yeah. Destroying them. I would come in here like, oh my God, I have to soak my hands in ice. Because I would play so long. In the middle of the winter, man, makes winters go by real fast. You could play 10 hours on a PlayStation game, and then next thing you know, the sun's coming up, and you have no clue what just happened.
I've been like this, though, forever with computers. Forever. I was living I didn't even have a place to live. I had to live at a friend's house with his family. Like, I'm sleeping on the couch. and I had no job. I think I was vacuuming the house and washing their dishes so I could sleep on the couch.
You're a houseboy.
I finally, I got some money up. I don't even know how. What's the first thing I did? I went and bought a Commodore 64 computer so I could play the primitive video games.
Way to go, Kato.
I know, exactly. I was Kato Kalin. This is back years and years ago when Commodore 64 was brand new.
Right.
And that was it, Oh, Star Raiders. I got to play it.
Hey, Dennis, what's up?
Like that forever.
Hey, guys, you want to know when you start losing it? When Doom first came out.
Doom.
My wife didn't want to speak to me.
Yeah, that was the first real good first-person shooter with the brick maze-like hallways, crappy graphics.
And then you never have enough help. You're banging the walls trying to find something. You can't find it. Your wife says,
will you go to bed already? And I was like, no, it's noon. I got to try and finish before I go to sleep. 3 o'clock in the freaking morning.
See? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this is what it was. I mean, it was like, my marriage was like, screw that. I got to kill a belly beef. It was insane. And that last level, for God's sake, things are flying all over the place. You can't shoot enough. There's no help. You got no ammunition left.
Listen
to
here.
Screw it. Let me come across the room.
See, he knows.
You picture this guy yelling, just don't lead him as much.
Exactly. And Return to Castle Wolfenstein coming out. Play the demo. It's online. Unbelievable looking game.
Yeah. Mark, what's up?
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Real good.
Yeah, did you ever play video games so much during the day that you toss it and turn it at night because you can't get it out of your head?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like dreaming that you're in the levels and running around, but you just can't sleep?
See, there's a definite problem here, and I know I'm not alone in this.
What about it when you're in your real life and you start thinking like your surroundings around you are a video game?
You're looking.
Wait, I could get on that ledge and jump from that ledge to that ledge.
I'd be looking
shimmy across to that office building over there.
You look up somewhere and go, that would be the best sniper vantage point.
Yeah.
I could explode heads like watermelons.
You
from
really
up there.
start looking around. I mean, if you get obsessed with certain games, you will look around your regular day life. If you're driving a car or walking the streets of Manhattan, especially, and you'll start looking at the buildings completely different. I'm telling you.
Counter-Strike rules.
All right, man.
Oh my God! Look at this guy, Charlie from North Salem. Dude, one binge, 36 hours of Counter-Strike. Also, I could have a 20-minute kill to death. I don't know what he's talking about. My eyes were burning. Now I have to wear glasses. 14 years old, and my eyes are already deteriorating.
Bert, what's up?
Hey, man, I'll tell you something. What put me over the top as a kid was Asteroids and Missile Command. Took all of my tip money from the paper
Missile
route.
Command? Missile Command was an awful game.
Which one was that? Was that the one? Oh, okay.
We had to blow up the missiles that were coming in.
Missiles. It just chewed up all the money.
Yeah.
It took the money from the kids. But, my wife's ready to dump my ass because of all the hours I'm putting in on WinBack and PS2.
Yeah.
Oh, see? And now Xbox is out. You know, it's really fun after the show to go back to the office and watch Earl and whoever else play Halo on Xbox. Earl is so completely bad. You play a two-player on a split screen on the TV and over-under, so you could watch each person's vantage point and point of view. And if it's Steve C. or John the Intern and they're playing against Earl, you'll always see the guy on the split screen with Earl in his sights, Earl spinning around not knowing where to shoot, just getting hacked to pieces. Yeah, you can hear him. 30 seconds into play, he's like, "Oh, I suck.
I suck.
I suck."
I'm going to go call and see if I can get
John the
Mick Jagger on
Intern.
the show.
John the Intern got bored playing Earl. He got bored playing Earl, and this guy loves games.
Yeah.
And he got bored because it's just a turkey shoot. It's Earl running around in circles and you shooting him.
He shot me, actually. I played one round with him yesterday.
Did you? You're worse than him?
I was like, wow, this was fun, and I left.
You know, before we finish up this little discussion here, we got to mention that the people that have taken their addictions even further, like you still have a life outside your gaming.
Somewhat.
There are people that have pretty much given up on a regular life, and they are living their lives online.
Online communities and camaraderie.
With some of these video games, I know of someone that will remain nameless. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. He plays a game. That's all he does.
Yeah.
He goes to work to pay his bills. He comes home and he gets right back on the online game. Tribes.
That's another addictive game. Yeah. It's online. The guy killing with squads and whatnot.
The guy has given up on his life, given up on socializing.
Yeah.
Middle of the summer, it's 90 degrees out, where everyone else is hanging, and he is in his room online living his life because he has like major status online.
Yeah.
Major.
It stinks. What is wrong with people?
It's an online community out there.
Yeah, they stink. It's all fat guys with pimples. Do it for a few minutes and then go out and pick up a hooker. What's the matter with you people?
But that's where it's heading. These people are living their lives online because a lot of people feel like their regular lives suck. They're stuck working at a deli or whatever, and they just in their minds think they're going to become nothing in life But online, you can get all sorts of status the longer you're playing these games and interacting with other people around the
That's exactly
around
true.
the world.
There are people that have nothing to crow about in life. Maybe they have a job they're not very happy with. They're not in a relationship, and then they get online and they get in these communities online with various games, and all of a sudden they're commanding. They're wearing things that show that they've reached certain levels. They're, all of a sudden they have this online life that's better than their real life.
You know what the answer to that is? It's a self-inflicted gunshot wound. I can't get laid, but I'm a command guy. I'm the first. Shut your mouth, stupid. Bunch of zeros in this country.
I gotta give you that. That's funny. I'm a commander. I can't get laid.
Tony, you're next on the Opie and Anthony Show. What's up?
Hey, I just wonder if you guys ever played to a point where you forgot what you were working on.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. You get to a certain point in a level, and it's kind of a lot of things you got to do to achieve the goal, and you forget what you were doing. Yeah, I've done that.
I've done that. I got military strategy games on my PlayStation and Nintendo and stuff.
Yeah.
And I've played them forever, and I just get lost what the hell I was working on. I had to go back and regroup. It was terrible.
Yeah, then there are games that, like Age of Empires I've been playing, which is like a juggling act. You make yourself a fortified zone, and people are attacking you from all over, and all you're doing is going, oh my God, the front gate's getting hit, and you got to send resources over there and start rebuilding. Oh my God, my flank is getting hit, and you're just like sitting there going insane as they're trying to breach your fortress. Norton, you're looking at me like I'm insane, but I swear to God, there are so many people that are doing this.
You know what? There also were a lot of people that did. They murdered Jews in the 40s. Because a lot of people are doing it doesn't mean it's right.
Okay. I never thought the Hitler analogy would come out, but
it's
all right.
Not a relative comparison.
Online gaming, Hitler. Okay.
Billy.
Like Castle Wolfenstein.
Billy. Billy Brew.
Hey.
What's up, Billy?
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Hey, man.
Have you guys played Grand Theft Auto 3 yet?
Getting rave reviews. Steve loves it. Steve loves it.
Steve, Grand Theft Auto 3?
Everything that you wish you could do in real life. Like, let's say you see a cop or something, you're like, man, I just wish I could kill him.
Oh,
what?
Great.
No.
Who's thinking that in real life?
Game, run up, steal the cop's car, kill cops. It's just great. You can kill anybody you want, get on top of roofs, take out helicopters. I mean, and there's no coincidence. I mean, it's just awesome.
What's the name of the game? How to be Puerto Rican?
Consequences, coincidence, whatever.
Complete impunity.
Impunity, right.
It's really, Stinky loves it too. It's fantastic.
Good game for the stinkster. Yeah.
It's like it's like playing cops, but you're the guy running away from the cops, and they have.
Can you hide under the baby pool in the backyard?
You could run through yards. The helicopters come after you. You blow them up. Then they get the FBI and tanks after you.
Okay,
it's great.
I hear it's getting rave reviews.
You steal any car you want, run out, shoot the driver in the head, take off. You got 6 cars and a police copter chasing you, and you can blow up anything with like rocket launchers. It's really
what kind of view do you get? Is it an overview?
No, it's behind the car.
Oh, it is. Okay, because I didn't like the first ones because it was like an overview of a flat. Now it's kind of like first person.
You
and
can pick up hookers to get more health.
Ooh, Norton, you might like this game a little more.
Wait, you can pick up hookers to get more health?
Yeah, you pick up hookers.
Oh, look at that. That's different than real life, huh?
Your car starts...
Usually get less health.
Oh, your money goes down and your car starts rocking?
Yeah, you have to find the secret alley. And then
the secret alley.
And then whenever they get out, you just get out and beat them with a bat and steal their money.
Are you kidding? Are you serious?
Yes.
That's a fine video game.
There was a game, Kingpin, that was out. I think Kingpin 2 is going to be coming out. Yes. That was a cool game because it was another game where you could just go around and just beat people dead right there on the street with clubs, your fists, knives, or shoot them. And the flamethrower was always good. They'd be running away screaming, and you're just beating them on the head with a bat. It really was a sick game. I think 2 is coming out on that one, too. Kingpin 2. Yeah.
Can you beat the hooker with a bat? That is so great.
Shooter, anything.
Yeah. Whatever you want to do.
I'll take yellow discipline for 100 points.
There was one in Kingpin. I walked into a room, and there was a hooker in the room, and I wanted to see what she had in her fridge, so I shot her in the head. Because if I would have, she was standing in front of the fridge, and if I would have like made any violent moves toward her, she would have ran and maybe tipped someone off that I was there. So, and then you know what was in the fridge? Nothing.
Yeah, it's odd because hookers usually have a good fridge stock of things. That's why they do it, to get better meatloaf.
Well, there was some money. So in one fridge I checked, there was money in there. So I figured, you know.
Hey, Eric, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
You tell us. Come on.
Well, about a year ago, actually it was last Christmas, my girlfriend got me a Dreamcast. And I started playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, and I got addicted to that. And I had to get a bigger, better TV. Got a 36-inch TV. Thing cost like $900. And I kept on playing, got Rainbow Six Rogue Spear.
Yeah.
And in that, it's a single-person shooter, plus you control every other team.
Yeah, I remember playing that.
You got to send them off at the right time. I screwed up the timing. After playing for 18 hours, I freaked out, grabbed the Dreamcast, threw it through the TV, broke the tube, broke the TV, everything.
It was
awful.
The television.
I don't blame you. I think the guys that write some of these games are sadistic apps.
That's great.
And they get back at us. I hate when you have to go so far in a level.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it's almost impossible to get through. And then, obviously you get killed. You got to start at the beginning of the level, which could take you an hour or two just to get back to where you were before you got killed.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, and that's if you're lucky.
And you do it over and over and over again. It drives me insane. All right, Eric, good job.
All right, Norton rules.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right, we got to take a break, We're just getting started today.
Well, see, I think that helped out a lot of people today. I think we showed you're not alone.
Okay, on the show today, Mr. DVD calling back.
Oh, he's calling up?
Yeah, you missed Mr. DVD.
Oh, that's right, Norton. You were in Vegas.
You're in Vegas. Colin Quinn stopping by today at 4:30. More ladies for Shave Bush for Bush.
Mm-hmm.
The last day of our little campaign, by the way.
Yes, helping out.
And if you're lucky, President Reagan calling in.
Yeah, that's what I hear. As long as he, I don't think he's going to be leveling to 21 today. So he should be in today.
Maybe we should get Reagan on the phone soon.
Maybe we should.
I heard he was playing a video game and he got so mad he took one of his wife's breasts off and threw it at the screen.
Jesus. That was Ford, you idiot.
We'll have to. Nancy had some of that too. Seems to be the first lady disease.
Did she lose the whole thing though?
Yep.
Poor lady.
Ouch.
And if you're lucky, we're gonna. And if you're lucky. We're gonna let the lobster loose today, everyone. Ho ho! We're gonna let the lobster loose.
What was that?
We're gonna let the lobster loose. We're gonna tease it for 2.5 hours, and we're gonna let the lobster loose.
I don't even know what that was.
To kick off the big holiday weekend. We're gonna let the lobster loose, everyone.
We listened to something. I don't even know what it was.
What? That was the comedic stylings of Snorton Norton out of Buffalo, New York.
Bad radio. I actually, at one point, we're listening to the tape, and I'm like, are people listening to this?
Yeah.
Let the lobster loose. And then what is it, Steve Martin talking about, hey, look out, there's a lobster on the loose.
Yeah.
Get some lemon and butter.
Well, that's after they teased it for 2.5 hours. And then they let it loose, and they play this Steve Martin clip, and it's jovial.
I guess it's funny.
It's peachy keen.
There you go.
So if you're lucky, we'll let the lobster loose on our show today.
Great.
But we got to tease it for 2.5 hours.
Awful radio.
Hide your toes so they don't get bitten.
Who has the butter?
Horrible radio.
Start boiling the water.
Die, get in a coffin.
Felt like it was 1988 all over again. I was living in Buffalo. I'm like, what happened to my life?
Just horrible radio.
Same exact thing from 13 years ago, Norton. Our Norton. The funny one, Jim Norton.
Yeah.
So why don't we let the lobster loose today, everyone?
Great.
Хорошо, у них есть эти большие тыцки.
Whip them out.
Тыцки.
Whip them out.
Тыцки.
Wednesday.
It's off the hook, yo.
Opie and Anthony.
Anthony Sam Adams.
Yes, Thanksgiving tomorrow. It's a very distinctly American holiday, isn't it? Get to see family, eat the turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce. Distinctly American foods. And Sam Adams, a distinctly American beer with a world-class taste. Celebrate Thanksgiving with the quality of a distinctly American beer. Sam Adams, we love it here. They sent us a bunch, and we're drinking it. We're almost out. We talk about it like it's military supplies and we're at the front line. Who today said, I don't think this is going to last till Christmas?
Yeah. Stinky said that.
Stinky said that about our Sam Adams beer. It's like the soldiers are sitting there going, how much ammo you got? I got one clip. Yeah. I got a grenade. Yeah. I got that. I don't think this is going to last till Christmas.
We're too nice with our Sam Adams, though.
We need another shipment.
We give it out like water when people come around here.
No, you know why? It says, hey, be my friend. I'm giving a world-class beer. It's Sam Adams. Trade up this Thanksgiving and celebrate with a truly great American beer. Sam Adams.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
102.7 WNEW.
Ram Jam. Black Betty. Classic jocks with classic rock.
Great.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. In the New York area, 877-692-1027. Anywhere else, 866-277-4WOW. Give us a call, okay? In the studio, Jim Norton and Colin Quinn stopping by to say
Colin.
Hey.
How you been, man?
How's it going, guys?
Good.
And I had to introduce Norton to the porn star outside the studio.
You know, you got to reintroduce him.
Reintroduce?
It's something you'd never, ever think you'd have to say to somebody.
Well, sometimes when you have to reintroduce someone, you have to remind them how that person knows the person.
Yeah, but it's usually something like, you might remember her from the Christmas party last year. You remember we bumped into you at the game that we saw the other... No, Norton had to be reminded that this was the woman that put an ice cube in her balloon knot, and Norton ate it out of her balloon knot. And it's like, oh, no, hey, Norton, you remember this girl? Remember you went to the back door and sucked a ice cube out? Yeah. Oh, yeah, hey, how you doing?
Hey, long time no see.
Shaved, too, not the ice cube, the balloon knot.
Right. All shaved. Nice, hairless.
But instead of doing that type of fun radio, we're going to let the lobster loose today, guys.
Oh,
what do you say? What do you say?
What? You know, I'm not from Buffalo. I never lived up there.
Dude.
Never worked up there.
You got to... Well, all right. There's a guy like this in every single city, though.
I understand
Just
that.
really, really bad radio.
And that bit, I didn't get it. I heard
Anthony,
this promo.
It's called Let the Lobster Loose.
I heard it. I heard
that promoted all morning. You get people psyched.
And I thought it was a contest or something, maybe. I thought it was something. And then all of a sudden he just plays an old...
Steve Martin clip.
Steve Martin clip.
Yeah.
About a lobster getting out of a tank and it's running around, I guess. And he's saying,
get the butter.
Get the butter. Get the lemon. It's loose. Uh-oh, watch out, everybody. Yeah. And that was it.
But that then signifies that the weekend is upon us.
Oh!
Because now the lobster's loose.
All
now
right.
We get Zanerific out there.
Well, now it makes sense.
Deuce chills.
Zany wacky horn. Okay. Oh, now it makes sense. Good.
Sure. You know when that's funny? When you let the lobster loose and 30 seconds later there's a girl yelling, help, the lobster has his claws and he's gripping my C. That's when it's funny. Is that cervix or...
Yeah, cervix.
Credit card.
Damien, what's up?
I don't know. I just can't understand that like Americans in other parts of this country are that stupid that they could listen to this brain fodder and think it's funny. Like, are the brain stems cut off when they were babies?
Yeah, something.
Like, it just makes no sense.
Well,
then I'm like, does anyone listen to this?
Well, the only saving grace for shows like that, they still force them to play, the moldy, oldie classic rock. So they figure, okay, they're not going to wreck the station too bad because we'll let him banter and do his little let the lobster loose thing, and then he'll have to intro and hit the post with that god awful Boston song.
Yeah, play a little Boston.
So if you have to still play music on your show, you stink.
Basically, I'd rather listen to like bowel movements. Honestly,
it's called evolution. Look into it. I mean, everyone starts in the radio business playing a little tunes and doing their wacky banter in between their weather checks, time checks. Anthony, right? Time and weather, and then eventually you evolve, hopefully, into some type of a talk show.
Yeah,
well, I'm sure they're better to listen to than Richard Jenny all day. Hello.
Dude, I'm going to talk up the Boston song.
Hit the post.
All right, thank you, Damien.
Uh-huh.
Bye. You're right over there, Ed?
Oh, yeah. Scorch.
You seem bothered.
No.
No?
Scorch is on the phone.
Okay. Scorch, what's up?
I want to talk up a Boston rap if I can.
Hey, what's up, man?
Scorch, do you still have to play music on your show in Syracuse?
We are down in the Kingdom of Nakedness to probably 2 songs an hour.
Oh, see, it's called Evolution.
There's no question about it. And I got to tell you something, and I'm not just stroking you guys for no reason, but it's certainly, the way it's going certainly has a lot to do with you guys.
Oh, really? Oh, we're having an influence on people out there, are we?
Yeah, I would say so. I read an article, one of those radio trade papers, and it said something about how hot talk is the new thing, and then it said, think of Opie and Anthony on WNEW New York.
Ah, there you go. Look at that.
So, yeah, and it's true. There's no question about it.
And we talk to Scorch every so often, so now you're kind of using that and getting less music on your show, The Kingdom of Nakedness.
And instead of enjoying that fine Boston song, we'll waste the time talking to Scorch for 5 minutes.
Thank you very much.
So you have replaced one of those classic rock songs for us. Thank you, Scorch.
That's very touching. Thank you, guys.
Scorch?
Yeah.
Isn't this the big weekend for you?
Here it is.
There's one of these guys in every city in America doing this.
Scorch.
Scorch has got this one in Syracuse. Scorch, why don't you tell the fine folks what you're doing for the next, 3 or 4 days?
3 or 4 days. Starting Friday, I go into a trailer, which is called a Marathon for Meals. This time I'm going for a ton of food a day, which is, it's a good thing. You know, I sleep in a trailer, I live in a trailer, I don't shower, which is not that bad of a deal because I don't shower anyway, even when I'm at home.
Yeah.
And we just basically out there just as a conscious effort to kind of soften my these people.
What? Your phone's crapping out, Scorch.
I know, my phone's crapping out. I said soften my outward appearance to these people. These people think I'm harsh, so I have to...
Scorch, let me help you out a little bit. You're basically broadcasting until you fill the trailer with food, right?
No, not this time. This time...
you're not doing that bit this year?
No, in the past, that's how we've done it. But this time we are doing it just a ton of days. They don't want me out there for 4 days, for more than 4 days.
So what if you don't raise a ton of food one of those days?
That's not even I'm not even concerned about that.
Will they just humiliate you in public? That would be funny to listen to.
Right.
That won't even happen.
No.
That won't even happen. Actually, I'm sending you guys a tape of some of the stuff on the show because some of the stuff I think you would find kind of humorous as well.
Why don't you run it by us, Scorch?
What's that?
Why don't you run some of this by us?
No, just stuff that, it's not like bit-driven. Just
do-so dressing?
Just things that have happened on although Brainless Bush or Pussy was pretty funny. I had two,
What?
Brainless Bush or Pussy. I had 2 people with brain injuries playing Bush or Pussy last week, which is kind of funny.
Where it's Bush or a cat?
Well, yeah, it's a Bush or a cat, yes.
Right.
And 2 people with brain injuries playing that head-to-head was kind of funny.
That's something there, Scorch.
So stuff like that. We're going to do at the Marathon for Meals, one of the handicapped kids, I think, is going to do the Wheelie of Fortune.
The Wheelie of Fortune.
Which is where he will pop a wheelie in his wheelchair, and he will stay doing that wheelie, and we're going to take some sort of donation thing as to how long he can stay doing a wheelie or something. I don't know. We're going to figure out something.
How do you do a Wheelie of Fortune? How do you do a Wheelie of Fortune in a wheelchair? I don't get it.
Well, it has to do with him doing a wheelie in the wheelchair.
Okay, and then where does it go from there?
We're not quite sure yet. We're either going to do something where it's going to be he's going to be either spinning himself around at some point or pushing himself. Some sort of distance thing when it comes to his wheelie.
Why don't you have him do like an Evel Knievel and try to jump 4 lanes of traffic?
I think that's how we got in the wheelchair to begin with, man.
During rush hour.
That's how we got there to begin with.
Or how about this? Whoever donates the most money gets to push him into a pit of crushed glass.
Someone's suggesting do-so dressing 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, there you go. That could work, too.
Electric Boogaloo.
All right, Scorch.
So that's about the way that goes. But let me say thanks to all my peeps in Massachusetts and all my people. I get so much response for being on your show from California and from Houston and from Washington and
people
Philadelphia.
Love Scorch. They love Scorch. They love Gary Goldstein.
So I just want to—he's dead, man. He ain't no longer around. But I want to say thanks to everybody.
But no program director's calling you to get you the hell out of Syracuse, huh?
No, but we're going to work on that starting next week, guys, aren't we?
Yeah, well, we're trying.
Yeah, so I'm going to get, I want you to have we had this one guy call us up a couple weeks ago. Said it was a day that Rose McGowan was on with, what's-his-face over there.
All right.
Okay, and this guy thought that he had my news girl thinking that he was talking to Rose McGowan, and it was actually very funny radio. And yep, hey, that was good, thank you. And so that's the guy. I mean, I want to send you some of that kind of stuff because it was actually very funny. It's not like ha radio funny. It was just funny.
Hey, Scorch, do you let the lobster loose in Syracuse?
That's funny. What's that mean? Is that some inside thing you guys ain't telling me about?
Some lame bit from Buffalo.
Oh, speaking of which, a girl named that works with me now used to work with you, Opie, in Buffalo.
What's her name?
Her name would be Marty. Shoot. Marty. I didn't know her last name. Marty, she's a news girl for our new...
Great. Say hi to Marty.
I will. She asked me all about you. When she did you do nights there and she did afternoons or middays or something like that?
No. I don't remember any Martys.
Maybe she didn't go by that name then.
I have no idea.
But anyway, she told me to say hey.
Smoke weed every day. All right, Scorch, thank you.
Hey, it's happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and thanks again for talking to us.
All right, there he goes. Our buddy, our pal Scorch. We're trying to get him out of Syracuse, and so far it's not working. So where did you be working? All right, Scorch.
Okay, hey, Scorch1.com. The chat rooms are up and running, by the way.
The site's up?
Scorch1.com, the Kingdom of Nakedness. The site is almost fully active right now. We got the chat rooms working, and it'll be complete by the middle of next week.
What's up with Colin Quinn? You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Go ahead, say what you're thinking.
Kingdom of Nakedness. Whoa, the whole browser shakes when you go there.
His show is called The Kingdom of Nakedness.
Are you naked? Look, it says, are you naked? On top.
It's totally nude radio, Colin.
Home and chat.
I can smell the acid wash.
I like it. I like that shaking browser thing.
Isn't that nice, huh?
Chat room's up and running.
All right, Scorchy.
Okay, man.
Thank you.
Have a good holiday, guys.
All right. There he goes.
It just flashes, are you naked?
Better be.
He's too much.
Now, we should have played the Boston song there.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. All right, let's go to our buddy Gary here. Gary, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I'm sorry I haven't called you.
That's all right.
I just wanted to say, I may be off the topic, but with the games...
Oh, yeah, video games.
I swear, the computer game that's worse for me, Red Faction.
Oh, you play the Red Faction?
Oh, my God. I played it like 10 straight hours. And then with the PlayStation, what was it, Parasite Eve.
Oh, yeah?
That's a little,
Well, it says on the screen that you can help Anthony. You got over your addiction somehow.
Yep, I did.
Yeah? How did you do it?
Well, when I was playing my PlayStation, you know how, Anthony, when you get up to the final level in video games, your heart starts to beat and your hands start to, sweat?
Sure there, Gary.
Yeah. Well, when that happened, I was so close to beating the game, I lost. I grabbed my PlayStation, how do you say, just threw it against the wall.
Yeah, a little violence.
Nice.
That's good.
So I said, that's it. I'm not going to play any video games. I packed them up, brought them out. Now I play them like once an hour.
Hey, Gary.
Yeah.
Opie take you to that Islander game yet?
I'm not going to get into it. Because I know what happens when I get into it.
I'll take you to an Islander game.
All right.
All right.
I didn't want to get into it because I didn't want you to, get angry again.
No, I'm not going to get angry. I'm going to take you to that Islander game.
All right.
All right?
All right.
All right, bro.
All right, see you.
Peace. There he goes, Gary.
Fine young man.
I've never seen Ireland again.
I'll take him to the game.
Who is he?
Huh? He's 11 years old there, Colin Quinn.
Really? And he calls in. Take him to the Paula Poundstone concert.
I would have appreciated that.
Caroline's in 2 weeks.
That would be good. Wouldn't that be good?
All right. I guess we got to move on. Paul from Center H writes, we're talking about the video game stuff. I almost tapped a lady out of my way on the highway, just like in NASCAR Thunder 2002 for the PlayStation 2.
Leave a donut on their door.
Because we're talking about how it starts to get a little too real, and you feel like you're playing the game when you're not.
Yeah.
And then Eva from Cleveland. By the way, there is a porn Tetris game.
Porn Tetris?
The blocks are now porn stars, and if you match them together correctly, they moan and act out the position.
Lovely.
That is fun, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh? Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't want to be a whore. I just wanted to do it normal.
Normal plug.
Normal plug.
I had to, only because we're going tonight to Governor's in Medford at 8 o'clock. I'll be with Awful Rich Voss and Disgraceful Mike DiNicola. And then we're going to stop by and watch Anthony like 90% of everybody else in Long Island.
Oh, that's going to be fun tonight. We're at Sergeant Pepper's over there in East Northport.
But your gig is
Jericho Turnpike.
That's later on.
That's later on. Yeah, you could catch. What time's your show at Governor's?
8 p.m.
8? Oh, absolutely. You go 8 o'clock. You see you guys, and then you guys come over to Sergeant Pepper's there in East Northport on Jericho Turnpike. We're going to have a lot of people down there. It's going to be a jam fest. We got real bands coming down that we're just going to... Everyone is going to get up on stage and start playing.
That's from going from Medford to East Northport. That's like, Paris to Milan.
It is. If you take the Concorde, you can get there real fast. Isn't it? It's like one end of Long Island to the other. Medford. Despicable little town, Norton.
Awful. Hey, Colin, it's the worst. Can you do your Hillary line? I know I'm like totally, doing what you shouldn't do in comedy, but he's got a great Hillary Clinton line.
What's that?
I like Anthony. What's that?
I know.
What's that?
The setup is horrible. I know. I understand that.
No, just that Hillary is about as sincere as a lap dance.
Yeah, that's it. That sums it up right there, doesn't it? All right, we're going to take a break, Anthony. We have the porno star. What is the porno star doing today? Is she doing the shave bush for Bush thing?
Doing whatever we want.
Obviously.
Hopefully having a cold beverage.
Do you want to do the ice cream thing again?
No, that just kind of, it popped out actually, and it landed in my hand, and I put it in my mouth. It just kind of happened. I didn't plan on that happening.
The greatest improvisation happens that way.
I know. He's explaining like, it was really no big deal, I thought it fell on the floor, but it didn't really. So I
wouldn't have how Monty Python got started. I think Eric Idle.
Hey, Colin, you playing Caroline's?
Yeah.
You're too polite to plug, aren't you?
I'm playing there this weekend. No, I have too much false humility to plug. I'm there this weekend with our horrible man, Norton.
Oh, Norton, you're playing Caroline's too?
Working together, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I kind of thought he was going to work it into the Medford thing, but apparently he didn't. He left it up to me to whore myself.
Or yourself
So we're there all weekend, yeah.
But we like that because then you're all uncomfortable and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, President Reagan is calling in next.
Yes, he is. And I'm sure of President Reagan.
We'll be on the air next. Stay there.
Next Monday on the Opie and Anthony Show. Mommy, what would you do for Britney Spears tickets?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. Lincoln Park, one step closer.
I didn't know you were singing for Lincoln Park, Opie. That first "Shut Up," he says, sounds exactly like one of the "Shut Up" clips we have of Opie.
All right, you got me. In my spare time, I go on tour with the band.
Is that what you're doing?
I don't sing for them. I just do the "Shut Up," and then I leave the stage.
We should do the exact comparison. Do we have the first "Shut Up"?
Yeah, all right, hold on.
Listen to this one and then you. That's it.
Shut up!
Wow.
Rock.
How about that?
All right. We're here. It's the O&A Show. We got Jim Norton in the studio, Colin Quinn in the studio.
It's technically a Friday.
Yeah.
You realize that.
Sure, why not?
Technically.
Anthony, before we get to Reagan, who should be calling any minute now, right?
I see him. He's on hold there. There's an empty phone line. It says Ronald Regean on there.
Well, that's really his nurse, and
is that what it is?
Getting him. So yeah, technically we got the phone on hold, but they're still trying to track him down.
Right.
All right. You know how we talk about the unlucky lottery?
The unlucky lottery.
You want to explain the unlucky lottery to Colin Quinn?
Yeah, this is kind of like something happens to you. The odds of it happening are the same odds as winning the lottery and winning millions and setting yourself up for life. Only it's the other end. It's the unlucky lottery where the same odds are in place, but it's for something awful happening to you, and yet it happened anyway. The unlucky lottery.
Unlucky lottery. Instead of winning the $1 million, you're dead because of something stupid happening. 1 in a million.
You have
shot.
to die?
Well, usually death or some kind of horrid way to live out your life.
Could you end up in Medford at 8 o'clock tonight?
For the Jim Norton show?
The unlucky lottery. Being Jim Norton, right.
At Governor's? We had the unlucky lottery yesterday, Anthony. Which one was that?
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, the jet ski guy.
Jet ski guy.
Listen to this one, Colin.
55 miles an hour. He's on his jet ski out in the water, really buzzing. His friend goes to check his speed with a radar gun. He grabs the gun, looks back. His friend's not on the jet ski. He's off of it. They go up there. He's dead. His friend's dead. Seems he was hit in the head at 55 miles an hour by a duck. by a 15-pound mallard that they said might as well have been a cinder block at that speed. I mean, what are the odds? What are the odds, Colin? You better odds winning lotto, but no, he didn't win lotto. He won a duck to his head.
Right.
A duck with anthrax.
Yeah. That would be even worse.
And then we had all the stupid jokes like, why didn't he duck? What was the other one that someone came up with? His
friend yelled, pull.
Pull! So we have another unlucky lottery winner here today.
Yeah, this one involving a cross. 7-year-old French girl.
Cross kills girl 7 at brother's grave. What are the odds of this happening to you? A 7-year-old French girl died after being crushed by a cross that fell from a tombstone as she and her family visited her brother's grave. The stone cross fell from an old tomb, hitting the girl whose brother died as a baby 8 years ago in the stomach. Her parents took her to a doctor who sent her to a hospital. She died Monday of the injuries.
Sue Jesus.
The couple in their 30s were taking flowers to decorate their baby's grave with their daughter and a second son who is 11. What are the odds that happens to you, Colin?
See, that's an example of two things that we've talked about on the show. That, first, there is no God, and secondly, the unlucky lottery thing that we talk about. If there was a God, and you're doing what you're supposed to do, Colin just spilled coffee all over himself and the console.
It was just the... It was the tragedy. It really got to me.
I never saw you do that while you were doing the news on SNL. You know?
No, that would have been too amusing.
Wow! Abusing yourself, always nice.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that poor little French girl. You know?
Yeah, see, it got you all flustered.
Yeah. Exactly. The image of a 7-year-old girl, French girl with a cross impaled on her. Brought that combination of sexuality and religion in my childhood that spilled my coffee all over.
Cross was probably there hundreds of years.
It said an old grave. In France, to be an old grave, it's got to be very old. That cross sitting there for a lot of years.
At that moment, the cross just decides, you know what, it's time to fall down.
Going to fall down on the poor little French girl. Once again, putting her in the whole image of Wile E. Coyote, sitting there, and that's it.
A lot of unopened presents under that tree this year.
Yeah, I guess so. Why are you smiling then? Love stories like that. God, another one less in the world.
All right, so
French and a child. That's on both levels.
They're telling me that Reagan's almost ready.
Oh, he is?
They're preparing Reagan. Yes, he'll be on the show in about a minute or two.
I gotta. Can you hold him off a little longer? I got to go take a leak.
But
I know I never do this in the middle of the show, but if I could just hold Reagan a little longer.
But, Ann, you never take a break during the show.
Hold Reagan off a little longer.
No, Ann, you usually...
I think I'll be right back.
You usually let the interns get your beer, to Sam Adams.
Was the little girl a vampire?
It's very strange, Colin. Every time Reagan calls, for some reason, Ant needs to step out of the studio. I don't really understand it at all.
I think he's intimidated.
He's intimidated?
Yes.
Why?
Speak to the former president?
By Reagan's greatness?
Just the fact that Reagan is a former president. He's a very wise man. And
well, hopefully Anthony will make it back before Reagan hangs up, okay?
Use a lot of powder, Mommy. I don't want to get a rash.
Wait.
Hello.
Mr. Reagan.
Hello, my fellow Americans.
It's your pals Opie and Anthony. We got Jim Norton in the studio, Colin Quinn.
Hi, Mr. President.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, well, as long as that hack Voss isn't there.
Well, he's outside the studio, sir. We can bring him in if you'd like to talk to him as well.
No.
No?
Hello.
So what's going on?
Well, first I want to say I haven't spoken out about world events lately.
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel I could make an informed decision until, I had all the facts. And also for the past 2 months, I thought I was a pumpkin. Hello? I'm a pumpkin, Mommy. Mommy, I'm a pumpkin.
No. Get him back on the phone.
You candy apple-shaped bitch. Nancy, with that big head, that huge head of hers, it's quite frightening. She's got that dead stare.
Yeah.
Lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. Never put on a life jacket again. Nancy looks like a Steve Madden shoe commercial. ghastly head. I hear she's the favorite at the Thanksgiving Day parade. Big-headed First Lady.
She's going to be in the parade this year, huh?
Disgusting big head.
She looks like a Mardi Gras float, right?
Mardi Gras float head.
Yeah, okay.
It's unfortunate and quite scary, quite frankly. Well...
All right, I get it. Your wife has a big head.
I want to say that I'm honored to learn that, well, an airport has been named after me.
Yeah, in Washington. Sure.
I've never been so proud to be Ronald Logan in my life.
No, that's...
Ronald Dulles International.
You're naming other airports from other cities. No, Ronald
Sally
Reagan.
Kramer.
No, Sally Kramer.
Joe Dill.
No, now you're stealing someone else's act, sir.
Well, I can't help it. My brain sits in my skull like a shrinky-dink, getting smaller by the day.
No, the airport's in Washington.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I'd like to lead. I was always a great leader.
Yeah.
I'd like to lead our country in prayer.
Okay.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm it. Ali, oxen free. God bless Guatemala.
No, sorry.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down your dress.
Why would you want to see that?
Well, I was listening to yesterday's show, and you had that Brady kid on.
That would be Greg Brady. Yeah.
Yes, when he took a bullet for me. When I was being assassinated.
No, that's another Brady.
Usually...
that's...
What? Hello?
That's another Brady, sir.
What?
That's another Brady.
Who? Jim? Oh, Jim Brady was the middle one. He was quite the jumping with his big head in front of... Boy, if Nancy was there, she could have saved me. That big head. Jim Brady's head now looks like Linus from Peanuts. That big, lumpy... You know, I want to say...
Sir, he's a great American.
Osama bin Laden blew up the Lusitania and started the War of the Roses. He didn't, count on Luke Skywalker blowing up the shuttle in the Bay of Pigs. God bless the Canary Islands.
Seems like you're a little confused, sir.
Who?
You seem a little confused.
Who does?
You.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yes, you.
I hear Ronald Reagan's calling in.
No, you...
I hope I don't have to take a leak.
No, you're Ronald Reagan.
Hello? Yes, Mommy. Oh, I have to go. Mommy has to powder my behind.